Greetings all, Vanna here for Aries' message. Aries, if you guys would like a personal reading or to purchase some of my jewelry, you can visit my website right here. The first card that came out for you is the Ace of Cups. And I absolutely love this card coming out. The opportunity and a chance to have a deeper understanding to our emotions, what they mean, and how they affect us in our everyday life. Because what we don't understand is truly how much our emotions and how we feel affects our everyday life and our reactions to situations. In fact, unprocessed emotions makes us become reactive to a situation where there is a knee-jerk response to defend yourself, someone else, or to shift a situation in some way. Some people do this by assumptions of that every person is going to hate them, so they just instill that narrative, or they just accept that as an idea and never try to make friends themselves. Or they think that everyone has a certain idea about them, and then everything in their life is revolved around that. For example, if you were a member of the LGBTQ, someone could look to, say, a bisexual person and say that everything in their life revolves around them being bisexual. And that is not the case, my love. Yes, it is a part of their life, but it does not rule their life. It is not the contributing factor or deciding factor on every single decision that is made, and neither should your emotions be for you, my love. And the sexuality might be a problem that you are struggling with, where you do not feel comfortable in how you are identifying, or you're not sure how you want to identify. It is your life, my love, and despite what other people have to say, you do you. As long as it's not hurting anyone, you feeling fulfilled and happy is what is most important. And that is what Spirit is trying to bring in right now with this Ace of Cups, is that feeling of fulfillment and happiness. It may have been hurt in the past. What I want to say with this reverse Five of Cups is that there's like a painful memory feeling that's coming up of like the last time you tried to step out like this, the last time you tried to reach out like this or to open up like this, you were hurt. And there is no guarantee that it won't happen again, but you cannot continually live your life afraid of going through the things that make life the experience that it is. The hurt, the betrayal, the love, the joy, the sadness and fear, anger and happiness. All of those things go into the human experience, and that's why your emotions are so important to feel, is that every single one is a part of you. You cannot deny something just because you don't like how it makes you feel. You can't reject a powerful emotion because it turns your world upside down. That's going to happen no matter what. You cannot go through this life in a homeostasis vibration. That's homeostatic. That is not where you want to be, my love. Static energy is not the energy that you want. There is a disharmony in that. There is a disharmony in the sense of guilt and burden that you're weighing on yourself because you don't feel like it would be worth it to go through this opportunity to open up again, to try to get to know someone again, or to just let yourself be open to the idea of love in some form. I mean, by the gods, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be friendships. It could just be a job, a people that want to work with you. And Spirit wants to encourage you, but you are being so like, no, I can't do this because I don't want to be hurt again. I can't do this because I can't go through that again. I understand that, my love. Queen of escapism right here. Like, I use so many things to escape from this reality because sometimes it is just so overwhelming. But I always have to come back to it because this is where my life is. This is where your life is. And if you want it to not be a miserable mind fuck, you have to start making the changes as to what is making you uncomfortable, what is making you upset, what is making you feel used or hurt or betrayed in this way. And that does mean you have to face it. That does mean you have to defeat it. That does mean you have to do all of these things that you are afraid to do right now. But it doesn't go away just because you don't want to look at it. These emotions don't escape just because you bury them under another bottle of alcohol or another cheeseburger. You would still be directionless, you would still be unhappy, and you would still be constantly wondering why your life is not what you want it to be. Because you have not done the internal work to process the feelings and energies and emotions that are holding you back, that are telling you you don't deserve something, that are making you settle for a less than perfect, a less than unconditional kind of relationship or person. And this is a mentality that you have adopted. Perhaps this is a mentality that's been instilled in you from your family. Like, this is what the women in this family have always done. This is what the men in this family has always done. 11:33 on my clock right now. You don't have to follow what everyone else says. And I feel like, Aries, when you find your strength, you are going to move mountains because you were the force of energy that the universe and your family needed in this lifetime to make the changes and to break the generational curses. But to do that, you had to see the full extent of what was being dealt with and decide that you deserve something better. Your future deserves something better. And you're brave enough to make those changes. Have a beautiful day, Aries.